Okay, let's see if it's working now. Okay, hello, I'm Alex from AP Ink. So today I'm going to be working on day 17 of my interpretation of Mermay. So pulling up the list, I did notice that I actually had volleyball listed twice, so I quick fixed that, and now we're going to do football on the 29th, or for the 29 listing. We're not doing that today though. Today, where is it? We're going to do rock climbing, number 23. So I didn't actually show you the list. Sorry. So number 23 right here. Okay, so I've got this reference. I'm going to give you the same reference plus toga. This reference kind of reminds me of those physical shows. I can't think of the name of any of those shows right off, but like the obstacle course where you have to do an obstacle course in order to win something. But this is supposed to be Tokyo in 2020. Anyways, I've got a piece of sketchbook paper, a 2B pencil, some more supplies off to the side. I do have a time limit, so I'm going to try to get right into this. How I want to do this is the question. See, some of the references I saw had a bit more of like a jagged wall versus just a flat wall. So I think we'll do like a bit off center kinda, so make it a bit more difficult. I've never seen this performed in the Summer Olympics, so I don't know exactly what the rock face looks like that they're trying to climb on. Okay, so we'll say that this is the wall. And then just random shapes for the foot and handholds. I've only ever climbed on one wall long time ago at a job I had. It wasn't a very big wall. I think I got kinda good at it. But for some of that job, I didn't have anything better to do than to try to climb the wall. So, for anybody watching, have you ever climbed a wall? Either like this or an actual rock face? Try to depict our starfish guy kind of mid step, like he's just getting started. Okay, so there's our starfish guy. If I should have more than one, just to kind of semi go off the reference where it looks like maybe there's two different countries climbing against each other. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the Olympics in 2020, so I'm not sure who those two participants are representing. if I do a second one, should I actually draw it on the wall or just hanging from the um harness? Like maybe they fell off the wall. We'll try. And I'm not sure if I can actually make this guy look dejected. Like he spent all this time trying to train and he fell off. Obviously, this eraser doesn't actually fit in this holder. The holder it's supposed to go in broke, so I still have the eraser. Okay, so it's... Let me try to draw the toga, and then I'll try to figure for the harness. Sharpen this for some of those finer details. So it's like a waist strap plus two like thigh straps, I guess. I think in reality, um, a toga really wouldn't work in this situation. I mean, really, it's no different than like wearing a dress. So the harness would actually just slide on underneath the toga. And then I guess it's just a carabiner. I guess from the waist strap. So the toga wouldn't really be that free flowing with this harness on. But because this guy is kind of under this section of the wall, it really wouldn't be that taut. I don't know if having it kind of drape over his shoulder and then have it kind of come straight up. So there's some slack, not enough that he could fall and get hurt, but enough that he can make it past this part. Does it look like rock climbing? Hopefully it does, because this is what we're going with. Okay, I'm thinking, I don't know, okay, maybe 0.5 for the, actually, I think for the width, thickness of the cable, I'm gonna use a 0.7 fine liner. I don't know if that's actually straight. I think it's a bit off, like slanted. I think I'll do 0.2 for the starfish and their clothes. Yeah. I think 0.7 for the carabiner on both of them. Just so it kind of stands out against the line art for their clothes. Okay, and then for the rest of it, I'm going to use a 0.5 fine liner. And I'm purposely leaving gaps where the support cable is, just so it doesn't kind of get lost. Okay, I'm gonna give that a minute to dry and then erase the pencil. While it's drying though, I will pick out the colors that have already been established for the clothes. Okay, here though, this is, at least for right now, the first one that I haven't actually been able to draw in their belts. Like, the waist straps could count as their belt, except that it's part of the harness. So that's really kind of all I can do. The little bit of detail, green detail on the toga, but it's like the smallest bit you could possibly get. Okay, so forest green for this little shoulder clasp. I thought I had gotten all of the pencil, but I saw some. Okay, and then I could do deep olive green to shade that, but it's such a small detail. I don't think the shade, I don't know, I feel like the shade shadow color would probably just bleed over and take over the color, which I think it's fine as is. Teal for the shadow on the toga. Okay. For the base wall color, I think we'll go the same colors I used on the stadium. So blondwood, the start. I think this might be a struggle just to finish this little bit, because I think this marker is about done. Okay. I don't remember the other two shadow colors that I used, so let me look that up really quick. Looks like walnut and dark brown. Okay, walnut for some shadow. See, I'm tempted to add at least like divots or whatever in the rock face, but the wall that they climb is manufactured, so that doesn't actually exist in this scenario. Um, Dark brown. There's some secondary shadows. Okay, and then for the rocks, I think just dark green. I'm sure there's a reason why so many rock walls have such vibrantly colored rock grips. I'm not sure what that reason is, though. Never really thought to look into it until just now. Okay, I really don't want the harnesses to blend in with the rock grips, but I'm going to use the same dark green for their harness as well. Okay, and then deep olive green to shade the harness and the rock grips. Okay, for the skin color, I think maybe crimson red for one of them. I'm thinking maybe cream. Cream is such a light color that I'm gonna have to layer this up. I wish I had thought about this earlier. Somebody's mowing their lawn. Okay, that's one layer. Okay, another layer of the cream. For shadow, I think violet. I may have already done this, but given the color selection that I have here, I think it's inevitable that there'll be some duplicates. I was trying to make them all different. Hopefully I can make this actually look like he's like hanging his head. Another layer of cream. Another layer of cream. I was gonna use light pink for shading, but I think I want to try a different way. Try and try for another layer of cream. So I think I could treat this cream the same way I did with yellow, where I had canary yellow as the base color. And shaded it green. Let's see what Spanish orange looks like. Okay. Hopefully that at least semi-accurately depicts rock climbing. I am going to leave this one here, though. If you'd like to join me for day 18, please make sure that you're following me and that your notifications are turned on so that you're notified for the next time I go live. But other than that, we're going to drop these references, go back to the list, and we'll cross off rock climbing. Okay. But yeah, thank you to anybody who watched or watches. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.